Wow! What's happening, everybody? It's your boy. We back, baby. We are back. Welcome to Let's Talk with Stanley Doucette. I am here, your host, and we are starting off the month of June. Today is, I think, June 1st. Today is June 1st. It's Monday. Welcome to Let's Talk. How you guys doing? Welcome to everybody calling in from around the world, logging in from around the world, listening in from around the world. Thank you guys so very much for y'all riding with me again. Let me do this up front. Let me do this up front before we get into our topic, because y'all gonna need pen and paper again. Y'all gonna need to pull over to the side of the road today. Y'all gonna need to make sure that y'all ink is dry. Y'all have ink in y'all ink pen and y'all ready to roll. Let me share this with you though. A couple of people have asked me, and I wanted to make sure I was clear on this. All of my podcasts from all of the previous seasons, as well as all of this season's, is housed at letstalkwithstanleydoucette.com. You can go there and you can explore and listen to as many podcasts as you would like. You can also make a donation. I have beautiful friends from around the world making donations. Thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All of those donations actually go right into the podcast. I don't take a salary or nothing like that. That goes right into the actual podcast. So thank you very, very much for your donations. As a matter of fact, I feel some kind of way when I ask for donations. I'm not asking for a donation. If your heart is led that you want to make a donation, thank you. If not, keep listening. It's not going to stop the podcast. I want your presence to be with us, all of your friends. Now, I would ask if you would like, subscribe, share, send it to people, invite people to listen into the podcast. I think we have a lot of value with our podcast and to be able to help so many people from around the country and around the world. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody from Germany all the way over to South America, to United States, to Australia, all through Africa and up to Canada. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And throughout Europe, thank you. Now, I've said all of that because I wanted to really get to the podcast. Y'all know how we got to do those commercials. So, today's podcast, I had something in my teeth. I don't know, I had something in my tooth, I should say. Anyway, today's podcast, let's get into it, family. So y'all ready? Today's podcast is, are you needed or valued? Are you needed or valued? See, people get this confused. And today I want to make sure we bring clarity. Yeah, clarity, right? See, a lot of people, if we really think about it, a lot of people, not everybody, I really want to say everybody, but not everybody, but a lot of people spend their entire lives asking a question. It's a very silent, simple question. It doesn't take long to ask the question, but this is the question. Do I matter? That's the question most people want to know. Do I matter? Do I matter? See, do I matter? The truth is, every human wants to feel, there's a few things. We want to feel seen. We want people to see us, see what we're doing, we're capable of, and so on. We want to see that people need us. We also want to see that we're valued. Yes. We want to see that we are appreciated. We want to feel, I should say, not see. We want to feel that we are appreciated. We want to feel that we are loved. That's what we want. But remember, there's a difference. I mean, a huge difference between needed and valued. There's a huge difference. Because, when you look at it, humans and all of us, we want to see, I want you to feel me. I want you to feel me. I want you to make sure that you see me and I feel valued and I feel appreciated and I feel loved. Yeah, we want all of that. But it's a big difference between needed and valued. And I'm going to break this down from personal to business and even the spiritual side, right? So let's look at being needed versus being valued, all right? So being needed. People that want to be, people feel that they're needed. People need what they do, all right? So number one, I don't say number one, I'm just giving you some points, right? So being needed, your skills. When you're being needed, your skills, you got skills, you got skills. Your resources, you might have some coins in the bank, right? Some big paper coins. Your resources. I'm just using coins. It could be something else. I'm just using the money. Your knowledge, right? I need your knowledge on this. Your support. Please, I need your support on this. Your solutions. I need your solutions, right? Whatever your skill is, whatever your resources is, whatever your knowledge is, whatever your support is, whatever your solutions is, I need that. Because y'all think about this, write this down. Need is often connected to function. Let me say that again. Need is often connected to function. See, a company may need your performance. A team may need your leadership. A family may need your money or your provision or whatever. You get my point, right? That's need. That's the need. But let me ask a question. What if what you do disappears? Sometimes the need may also disappear as well. Let me say that again. What if you disappear? Sometimes that need disappears as well. Y'all understand what I mean? See, a lot of times we think certain stuff, but once you have given that resource, or once you have given that leadership, or once you have given that performance, they don't need you anymore. Yeah, they don't need you anymore. So that need may just disappear. But now let's go to value. Being valued, people who are valued are, listen to this. When you're valued, you have character. You have a heart, your heart, your integrity, your spirit, your presence, all of those things. People value who you are. Now, do you have character? Do you have presence? Where's your heart? Do you have integrity? Do you have spirit? See, value goes deeper than usefulness. Don't be a tool. Don't be a tool. Value goes deeper than usefulness. I really hope, I'm saying I'm having fun with it, and I've really been enjoying myself the last few weeks with these topics that I keep getting in the midst of the day or the night. But I want you guys to make sure that we're embodying this and we're bringing this into our own being. A lot of times we look at other people, but we don't bring it into ourselves. We listen to a podcast or we listen to Let's Talk, and when we're listening to it, it's great, but we're like, oh, I wish so-and-so would hear this, or I wish so-and-so was watching this. No, what about you? Because value goes deeper than usefulness. That means you would be on the podcast to go out to tell somebody else. Yes, I want you to tell somebody else about the podcast. Absolutely. But don't leave the podcast without getting your lesson and helping somebody else, and you miss it and they get it. Don't do that. We have to embrace this thing. People who values you doesn't only call, let me read that again. A person, I say a people. I knew it was something wrong. A person who values you doesn't only call when they need something. Think about this, pause. And I know some of my parents gonna shout on this. Sometimes the only time our children call is when they need something. and then you don't hear from them again. Right? They call, hey, mommy, hey, daddy, and they all lovey-dovey and all, and then he hit you. Can you send me some money for something? No, wait, hold, stop, pause, freeze. Check this out. A person who values you doesn't only call when they need something. They appreciate your existence even when you have nothing to give. Now, if you take that last sentence, just that last sentence, they appreciate your existence even when you have nothing to give. If you take that last sentence, how many friends would we have? How many family members would we put on red? How many people around us wouldn't be around us, right? Because they appreciate your existence when you're giving them something. But when you're not giving them something, how many people really appreciate your existence? How many of us really truly do that? How many of us can really pick up the phone and I can call this person or that person and have a conversation and truly appreciate the conversation? Let me write these two highlights down when we talk about need and values, right? Need is transactional. Boy, this helping a lot of relationships. I promise I can't wait till I get to that. And then you have value is relational. Need is transactional. Value is relational. Yes. This is just so family. Do you guys understand now what I mean when I'm talking about the difference between need and value? When you look at those things and you look at them, people need what they do. So, if you need it, you think about need. Somebody that has skills and resources and knowledge and support and solutions. That's the need side. But value, the character, the presence, the heart, the integrity, the spirit. Now just thinking about that. Matter of fact, I don't know why this popped in my head, but it is. Apply that to your friends today. It's gonna get tight, family. It's gonna get tight. Apply that to your friends today. You're talking about value, right? Being valued. So apply that to your friends today. Who has the character? Who has the presence? Who have the heart? Who have the integrity? Who have the spirit? That's the value part. Then also add and say, okay, who have skills? Who have resources? Who have knowledge? Who have support? Who have solutions? So are they needed or do they have value? Apply. I don't know. Hey, listen. God say apply to tell everybody to say that, so I'm telling y'all that. There you go. Well, when you look at it, need is transactional when value is relational. That helps everybody. But hold on, pause. I want to start now. Let me dig into the business side of it. Right? Again, need and value. Right? This is in business. Many people confuse success with significance. Woo! Success and significance are two separate things. Ride with me, family. Ride with me. I hope y'all taking notes. I think somebody said, I was like, ooh, they're trying to use these fancy words. Take some copious notes. I was like, look, just take good notes. So in business, many people confuse success with significance. A business may need productivity, but true leadership happens when people value your influence. Let me say that again. True leadership happens when people value your influence. That's really, really good. Entrepreneurs, shout your boy out real quick. Raise your hand, honk your horn, do something. But successful entrepreneurs eventually discover, they discover people may be a part of your business or with one voice. He may join the business because of the opportunity, but they stay because of the relationship. Y'all know how many people, and I'm talking to my One Voice family now, how many people to this day we still have relationships? I'm talking about incredible relationships. There's a guy that was in my wedding that I don't want to call his name out, that lives in North Carolina, and we met in One Voice. That's the relationship part. That part in and of itself is powerful. It does something when you truly doing business properly. A leader who is only needed creates dependence. Oh, what a bell. Where's the bell? Ding, 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 ding. A leader who is only needed creates dependency or dependence, right? If you're a leader and all you want to be needed, all you're doing is creating dependence. Right? If One Voice family, hello, I don't know why I'm on my One Voice family today, but let me share this, right? If somebody will call you and keep asking you what time the meeting is, and you keep texting them what time the meeting is and what time the meeting is, all they thinking is you're needed, right? Oh, you need it because they're going to send me the time of the meeting. That's what it is. So a leader who is valued, a leader who is only needed creates dependency. If you're only needed, you're creating dependency. A leader who is valued creates empowerment. A leader who is valued creates empowerment. Let me say that again. A leader who is valued creates empowerment. So if you look at it, if you need it, you create dependency or dependence. If you're valued, you create empowerment. My question is, which one would you prefer with you? Which one you prefer in your business? Dependence or empowerment? See, because now they're going to take that empowerment and be better. They're going to take that empowerment and empower other people. It just starts a snowball and it gets very, very good. The highest level of business is not building customers. The highest level in business is building people. Yes. We can get customers, and yes, we need customers in every single business on planet Earth. We need customers. If it was only me doing a podcast and 0 people was watching, we would not be doing this podcast, right? The highest level of business is not building customers. The highest level is building people. Because people gonna turn into customers. They're going to turn into business partners. They're going to turn into investors and so on. That's the highest level. Ooh, I hope y'all taking notes because I'm not going back. Right? If you stop producing tomorrow, would people remember your numbers or your impact? Let me ask that question again. If you stop producing tomorrow, would people remember your numbers or your impact? That's a question you have to ask. That's a question you must ask. Because if you stop and he only remembers, I remember he got 65 customers, okay, great. That's it. But if you have an impact and they start talking about he got 65 customers. I remember he came and he spoke into my son, and my son turned around, and then he went outside and played in the mud with my daughter, my 3-year-old daughter, and my daughter run around and was happy and calmed down and able to do some things we couldn't get. Now you created an impact. So the question is, if you stop producing tomorrow, in business, would people remember your numbers or would they remember your impact? Yeah, let's think about it. Now let's switch gears. That was on the business side. Let's get into relationships. Value needed versus value. Let's get into relationships, right? Many relationships survive because people need each other. If you have a couple on divorce, a couple in bliss, a couple at each other's throat, or a couple in peace, please make sure you send a message to them right now and have them get on the podcast immediately. Yes, immediately. This is going to help. In relationships, many relationships survive because people need each other. Yes, many relationships survive because people need each other. Whether they need each other financially, whether they need each other emotionally, whether they need each other socially, or whether they need each other psychologically. Psychologically, or whether they need each other physically. They need each other. So regardless of which one it is, they need each other, right? But a healthy relationship thrives because people value each other. When you talk about the deepest love, think about this. The deepest love. Listen to this. I don't need you to complete me. I choose you because I value who you are. How many divorces would that stop? Well, first of all, some of them, they shouldn't have got married, but that's another discussion. But how many divorces would that stop? I don't need you to complete me. I choose you because I value you. Let me go back. Think about we talked about values, right? So what is a value? Think about it. What is a value? Your character, your presence, your heart, your integrity, your spirit. That's value. So when you look at it, that's what they're saying. I don't need you, but I choose you because not just value, but I love your character, and I choose your character. I value your character. I value your presence. I value your heart. I value your integrity. I value your spirit. Now you have created something to where I don't care who's on the outside looking in. I don't care what Johnny and Jimmy and Janet are saying, but I value you. Man, that is good. That's just good. I mean, if you on here and you married or you not married or you looking to get married or you can't, all of those things, listen, what is marriage or whether it's a relationship, a platonic relationship, or I'm trying to get at him or her, or we just friends, regardless, do you value each other? Do you value each other? Man, this is good. Because even in valuing, you become, let me say it a different way. When you're valuing somebody, you become of service, right? You want to serve that person so that person can continue to be of value, and you can continue to be of value to them, and you can all come together and everybody of value because we want to service each other, and we're bringing value to the table. We're bringing value to the table. We're bringing our character to the table. We're bringing our presence to the table. We're bringing our heart to the table. We're bringing our integrity to the table. We're bringing our spirit to the table. That's what we're bringing to the table. Imagine if you're in a relationship and let's say the wife came home and she was tired, right? The wife came home and she was tired, and you have a baby boy, baby girl at, let's say 5, 6, 7, somewhere around there, right? And they need that attention and all of those things. And they are literally like, you can see the husband / wife, whoever walked through the door, they're exhausted. How great would it be because you value that person, right? Because you value that person. Yeah. You value that person. You make sure that you see their drain and okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take baby boo-boo and we're going to go in the room and give him or her an opportunity to come down. Maybe even draw their bath water and just let them come down. Maybe cook them some food and let them come down. See, now you bring in your heart. All of those things in your character, your spirit, your integrity, all of that because you value that person. See, it's a big difference in doing that or somebody saying, oh, yeah, whatever. All right. Yeah, you tired? Well, here the baby. I had her all day. Or I had him all day. No, what? Y'all, come on now. Stop. So when you do those things, that will create some incredible things. Need can create attachment. I'm thinking of somebody, I don't want to call their names out, but I'm thinking of two people, of two friends, right? And I always hear my sister, my younger sister Tiffany, talking about this particular person, be like, she's so needy, she's attached. She's always attached, right? And it's like, wow. Because that particular person Tiffany never created any type of appreciation for her, right? As I just need her, I just need Tiffany, but where's the appreciation? See, value creates appreciation, need creates attachment. Write that down. Need creates attachment, value creates appreciation. Well, when you need, what can I get from you? I heard this on the phone with Tiffany the other day. I was laughing with my little sister. We laughing and cutting up and all that. And this particular person called and the whole energy on the phone call, just like, oh. And then they said, oh, can you give me some crabs? Wait a second. We just got on the phone and now you're already asking for a need. Come on. What can I get from you? But when you create value, it says, what can I give to you? Those things don't happen. See, that is the thing that we talk about. Need versus value, even in relationships. What can I give to you? When the husband/wife, that example I was given, walking through the door, and as they're walking through the door, you see they're tired. Now I'm saying, what can I give you? Peace. I can give you a moment to just bring it down. I can draw you some water to let all of the day wash off. All of those things. What can I give to you? A relationship built on need often struggles when circumstances change. Let me say that again. A relationship built on need often struggles when circumstances change. Yes, that's good. A relationship built on value grows stronger through change. Yes. Yeah, let me say that again. Yeah, y'all ain't ready for it today. I'm telling you. Woo! A relationship built on value grows stronger through change. It grows stronger through change. Because we start coming even closer and closer together. It grows stronger through change. It's good. All right, so let's get to the life part, right? So we did business, we did relationship, now let's do life. Right? One of the greatest tragedies is living a life trying to prove your worth. Because y'all know this, a lot of people, they run around, what the first thing they want? A title. They want to be some kind of recognition, some kind of achievement, their approval, good boy and all. Yeah, that's the thing. That's what they want, right? Thinking those things would finally make them valuable, but it don't. But that's what they do. They really think, oh, this is going to make me valuable. But value is something that's earned, that you earn, right? It is something you discover. Value is not something you earned. It is something you discover. Your value exists before you were formed in your mother's womb. Value exists before you were formed in your mother's womb. Yes, value was formed value exists before you were formed in your mother's womb. Before you got important. Before you became a billionaire. Before people came out everywhere to get your autograph. Before any of that, Your value was already there. Think about you see an oak tree and you talk about the acorn, and then it takes so many. The acorn is not the thing. The oak tree is inside the acorn, right? So the oak tree is valuable, but it comes from the acorn. It's every time I'm thinking about this and then creating that value, what I'm doing, family, if y'all don't know this, I'm talking directly to people that may have gotten it a little twisted, or even maybe a little lost in thinking that they're really needed and that's something important, but elevating that space and saying, no, you're valued. And understand all of your different parts of value and all of these different things of value. We talk about life, relationship, business, and value. As a matter of fact, let's talk about the spiritual dimension of all of this. Because we got to add the spiritual piece. Y'all know that. Y'all know y'all got to add the spiritual piece, right? Spiritually, this is going to get a little bit deeper. It's going to get a little bit deeper. Because many people believe God needs them. Or is that needs? Needs. Y'all get my point. Many people believe God needs them. Right? Many people believe that. But the reality is totally, that's not the truth. God doesn't need us. He don't. God chose us. God can choose and pick anybody to do something, to be something great. He chose us. There's a huge difference. If God needed us, our value would be based on performance. And let me just explain something. Let me make sure the mic is on. And for me, I would have been lost, been failed, and been out, right? Because a lot of times, my performance for God was trash. It was nil. It was not good. Even though people are going to say, oh, I've always been, yeah, okay. Lie to yourself. I'm not lying on that. It just was not. Because God chooses us, He values our identity. You know, it's our identity is based on Him. So, you know, it's good. Think about it. Y'all read all of the scripture, right? We were formed and created in His image and likeness and so on. You were created intentionally. That puts a different spin on it, because now you're not just something we threw out in the gutter and just decided to do something. No, you were intentionally made. You were designed with purpose. So it's not just oh, by the way, I just showed up. No, you were designed with purpose. You carry gifts and experiences and wisdom and influence that no one else on planet Earth possesses in the exact same way. You carry that gift. You carry those experiences. You carry that wisdom. You carry that influence in your own unique way. You are not an accident. You are an assignment. You're not an accident. Stop feeling down when people think you're less than. You're not. You are on assignment. Keep that in mind. You're on assignment. The sun doesn't ask permission to shine. Come on now. Eagles don't ask permission to soar. The ocean don't ask the ocean, whatever you want to be, ocean or vast, right? It's the ocean. It's the eagle. The sun. Come on. Nobody asked the moon to make the ocean move. They do what they do. Because that's who they were created to be. So here are 3 signs that you are truly valued. You can write these down, and then I'm going to close out and we're going to climb out of here, right? Here are 3 signs you are truly valued. Number 1, people seek your presence, not just your performance. Number 1, people seek your presence, not your performance. Number 1, people seek your presence, not your performance. Number 1, people seek your presence, not your performance. These are 3 signs you are truly valued. Number 1, people seek your presence, not your performance. They want your wisdom, your energy, your perspective. Not just, oh yeah, by the way. No, they want that wisdom. They want that energy. They want that perspective. You know you move in the room when you walk in and people start smiling. Yeah. Yes. When you leave, number two is, I don't know how to say this. When you leave, I just say your absence is felt. That's a good way of saying, when you leave, your absence is felt. If you leave for whatever reason, your absence is felt. I know for a fact, my fraternity brothers and the work that we did in Gwinnett County in the state of Georgia, I know me personally. Now this, I'm saying this in staying with the topic, right? I hate to talk about me. That's not me. I'm not trying to blow myself up, but I want to share this point. In the county of Gwinnett, in the state of Georgia, I know my absence was felt because they told me, on top of what people were just sharing, right? When you leave, is your absence felt? Is it truly felt? Is it like, man, I sure wish so-and-so was here? Not because the task is unfinished, but do you really feel that power of that person being missing? You know, it's something meaningful that's missing to this puzzle. So do you feel it? Number three, you bring peace. You bring the peace, the growth, the hope, and all of that stuff. When they see you walk in the door, it's like, oh, we got hope. Yes, sir. We had a situation that happened within the fraternity, and you know, like I told him, I had retired. Like, I'm retired from the committees and all kind of other stuff. I'm saying this, I'm laughing because I'm thinking of one of my frat brothers. But he called me, he was like, man, I need your help. I'm retired. Long and short, we all come together and we get on. And after the call, one of the frat brothers told me, say, man, he's like, just thank you. He's like, just thank you. All the chaos ceased because we collectively brought peace and growth and hope to the situation. Had the plan, how we were going to do it, everything, soaking up on that wisdom and that energy and the perspective we was bringing. That's what we were doing. You do the same thing. These are the three signs that you are truly valued. People seek your presence, not your performance. Your absence is felt. You bring peace, growth, and hope. Yes, that's who we are. That's value. That's the value. I love this. This is great. I hope y'all getting something out of it because I'm getting something out of it myself. Yep, sat down, did the research myself, and still came back and still getting something out of it. This is really, really good. So, here's some thoughts overall, right? At the end of life, nobody will ask how many followers you had. They just won't. They're not going to ask you how many followers you had. Nobody's going to ask you how many awards sit on the shelf. Nobody's going to ask you how much money you generated, raised, or have. They're not asking those questions. They're not real people. But some go a little bit further. Who became better because you lived? Ding, 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 ding. Who became better because you lived? Who became better because you lived? And please, some people, I can hear them saying, oh, my child, go a little bit further. If the only person is your child, we need to have a conversation. It's more than just your child. I ask that question because true wealth is not measured by what you accumulate. It is measured by what flows through you into live in others. What flows through you to live in others. That's how it's measured. So can you hear yourself being echoed? Let me give you an example. There are certain things Dr. Sam Oram shares, and he's valuable to me, right? And sometimes I'll hear myself saying some of the things he said because what he poured into me, I'm now able to pour to others because that is when somebody is of value. Y'all hear me say this a lot. Every vision will be tested for its authenticity. Even though I told him I have stole that and that's mine now. I gave him all of the credit before and now it's just mine. But that thought came from him. Every vision will be tested for its authenticity. Well, he poured that into me. And now I get a chance to pour it into everybody else wherever I'm speaking around the country, around the world. Because he poured that into me. What he poured into me is still living. And then I hear some other people are saying it, and now it's starting to be a trickle effect. Yes, sir. You are more than what you produce. Just because you laid down and had a child, that you more than just that. More than what you earn. You are more than what you achieve. Listen to this. Write this sentence down. I'm going to say it slow, because not that I'm slow. I'm just talking slow fast. Write this sentence down. Like literally write it down. You are a soul-carrying purpose, influence, and divine significance. You are a soul, S-O-U-L. You are a soul-carrying purpose, influence, and divine significance. I'm going to read it one more time because I want everybody. Matter of fact, if you drive and pull on the side of the road real quick, make sure it's safe. Go to a gas station or something. Make sure it's safe, well lit if it's at night, or if it's in the daytime, just off the road where you're safe. And then write this down. Write it down. You are a soul-carrying purpose, influence, and divine significance. You are a soul-carrying purpose, influence, and divine significance. So let me ask this question. Instead of saying this, do people need me? Start asking this question. How can I serve? How can I love? How can I impact others? How can I serve, love, and impact others? So don't ask anymore, do people need me? Don't ask that. That's the wrong question. Throw that one away. Start asking this question. How can I serve? How can I love? How can I impact others? You choose to move, you choose from chasing value to becoming valuable. Let me say that again. You move from chasing value to becoming valuable, right? So ask the question. Don't ask the first question. Don't ask this question. Do people need me? Ask this question. How can I serve, love, and impact others? You move from chasing value to becoming valuable. Now the question is, what would you like to be? Just needed or be valuable? I think in this whole soliloquy of things we talked about and discussed, I think we have literally executed and shared with everybody all of the details of this and how it's of value, right? So, all right, family, we got to climb on out of here because we got to get ready for next week. Next week, the month of June is upon us. Keep that same energy for Father's Day. I know y'all, everybody was jumping off the bridges and everything else, talking about mama. Keep that same energy for Father's Day. Father's Day is coming. Keep that same energy for Father's Day, all right? So listen, I appreciate you guys so very much. God bless y'all. I'll see y'all next week on Let's Talk with Stanley Doucette. Your boy is out. I'll see y'all on the other side. Peace. Be blessed.